The old Bow Troll here. I figured to go through some of the winners and losers of 2024 as far as gear goes. Here we go. All right, I'm probably going to have to say the biggest disappointment for 2024 is going to have to be my Exodus trail cameras. I'm just very disappointed. But first, I have to say that the people at Exodus are awesome. Their service is outstanding. I've sent product back, called, emailed numerous times. Heck, I even called a couple times. They didn't even leave a message and they called me back. Service is top notch. But I bought these cameras because I thought they were going to just plain old work. I bought into the buy once, cry once type of scenario. And guess what? I'm crying because they just don't work. Um, Got one out right now that's not working. I've seen numerous times, deer go work a scrape, never sends a picture. I've gone and walked in front of it, jumped up and down. They're not sending pictures. I checked the card. So God only knows what I'm missing. So I'm going to have to say the Xs camera is probably the biggest disappointment for me. And I'm probably going to be running something else in the future. So if anybody has any suggestions of what other cameras to look into, please drop them in the comments. All right, next piece is going to be the Cabela's Instinct Summit Runner Pant. These pants are awesome. I'm not going to lie. They fit awesome. They come with suspenders. The price is great. You can find them for like 89 bucks on sale. Heavy duty material. They also have on the sides here, they have the zippers for heat dump around up by the legs. They have extra zipper pockets here up front to store your keys. The only thing I wish these things had was maybe a large pocket here by the thigh to hold some items. But other than that, these pants are awesome and they definitely get a thumbs up. They are replacing my Wrangler pants. That's how much I like them. Great pair of pants. All right, next piece of gear is the Tasco cheapo SD card cameras. I can't believe how well these things work. Definitely going to look into purchasing some more. I put these out. These things ran perfect. Took pictures, easy to set up, and I was paying $27 for camera. I think maybe the price went up to 29, but these little cameras worked awesome. So these things get a thumbs up. Awesome little cameras. Okay, next piece is going to be another pair of pants, but by far out of all the pants that I have, these are by far my favorite pants. They're Eddie Bauer pants. They're fleece lined. I just did an all day sit in these in Pennsylvania. The temp was 31 degrees when I started off, and I believe it warmed up to 47. I lasted all day in these pants, no problem. Put a good base layer underneath, and these pants are quiet. They're comfortable. They have a stretchy material. I can't find like what model number or style these are, but these pants by far are my favorite. They have one large side pocket or large pocket on the thigh, but overall these are my favorite pants. And I think my wife bought them for me at an outlet, but these are my favorite out of all the pants I have. These pants I wear the most, and they're Eddie Bauer, and they just simply work. Okay, next piece is going to be, these are the Sika mountain pant. Fit is okay. It's not the best. These are lightweight pants. I bought them because they had the knee pads in them. And the problem is the knee pads are down towards my shins. I can't even use them. I had to pull the knee pads out. Quality is good. It's Sika. I think I bought them on sale also fairly cheap. But I'm going to have to give these pants a thumbs down. They just don't fit great. And the whole knee pad situation just doesn't work. All right, going to move away from clothing for a bit, and we're going to get into some other items. One of the items that I'm going to have to give a thumb down to is going to be this Cabela's Pursuit headlamp. Bought it this year, and already the switch at the top, the on-off switch, is broken. I liked it because it had the green lights. I'm a big fan of the green light. And I also had a problem with this right here. It's a Cyclops Micro Hat Clip light, which is also green. I really like this, but the door that holds the battery actually broke, and I had to tape it shut. But it's a nice little green light. I use this a lot, especially when you're getting ready in the morning or you're at the stand and you need a little bit of light, it's a great little light, but it just didn't hold up. It's broke already, so it's getting a thumbs down. All right, so for the next piece of gear, I guess it's kind of like a little DIY system that I came up with, but as far as gear goes, so what I did is I took a little piece of paracord and connected it to my saddle, and then I connected it to this pull-up rope. And what I did is I went to Bass Pro and I bought the largest swivel that you can find, and I put it on here because I was having an issue. This was getting twisted up, fairly bad, and I just added the swivel, and it works like a charm. Great little system for your pull-up rope, and it's always connected, and it works great. So that gets a thumbs up. All right, so this is the Sika Kelvin Active Hoodie. I find myself wearing this more and more. The neat thing about this, it doesn't have a full sleeve on it. Usually I'm wearing this when I'm walking into the stand with just my base layer underneath. It zips down pretty far, so you can get a lot of heat dump. It's kind of hard doing it one hand here, but zips down pretty far. You get a lot of heat dump pretty quick out of there. It has a hood on the back. It's super quiet. It has a little bit of insulation on the inside, and not a ton, but kangaroo pocket. Really like it. Finding myself wearing it more and more. And that's the Sika Kelvin Active Hoodie. All right, so the next piece of gear is going to be my Fanatic backpack. I don't know how to go through and rate this. First off, I really like it because it's really light compared to a lot of other backpacks. It's super quiet. And I also use it as a knee pad when I'm saddle hunting because it's so soft and so quiet. I just bring that over and I lean my knees up against the backpack. But I don't like that there's no air gap between your back and the backpack. So when you're hiking up a hill, you get a lot of, it warms up because there's no air circulating through there. So it's not that big of a deal. You just usually just take it off, cool down for a couple minutes, and then put it back on. The pocket situation I like the pocket, the way that the pockets, the way that they're laid out. I'm not crazy about this system that they have to hold the tops of the pockets shut. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of fidget quite a bit with these things to get them down through the loop. It's large enough. It holds my gear. It's plenty of room. Um, I guess I'm gonna have to give it a thumbs up. It's just I don't know. I actually had a couple deer this year. The very first thing that they noticed when they looked up in the tree, I know they were looking at the backpack. They noticed the backpack hanging off the tree. I don't know if it's the camouflage or what on this, but if anybody has any suggestions on a backpack that they use for saddle hunting that they, put up against a tree and they lean their knees into, it's quiet, it's light, put it in the comments. Let me know what you guys are using because thinking about maybe switching backpacks. I don't know. But let me know if you have any suggestions for me. So as far as base layers for 2024, I really like the black Ovis. I think these are the Tuscarora wool base layers. They're really nice. They're soft. They're warm. And there is a difference. I was actually getting ready this year and I realized that I left these in my truck. I did a trip in Pennsylvania. I left them in my truck and I was in my basement getting dressed, going out to hunt. And I put on just a cheap old pair of like real tree base layers from Walmart. And let me tell you, there's a big difference. When I got out into the field, even when I just started walking, I could tell a big difference between a high quality base layer that I have on usually and those cheap old real tree ones from Walmart. There is a big difference. These are really nice. Black Ovis base layers. Wool. Check them out. Next item is going to be the Cabela's Puffy Camo Jacket. Just a plain Jane. It's not filled with down. It's a synthetic fill. It's super lightweight as far as the actual physical weight of it. It scrunches down really small in your backpack. It's a little noisy, but I usually put a layer over the top, and I'll be showing you that here in a minute. The price I think is $79.99 usually, and you can buy it on sale even cheaper. But just a plain Jane puffy jacket that fits really small in your backpack, and it's light. And the last piece of clothing is going to be my Sitka Fanatic vest. Um, I love the vest. I kind of wish I bought a size smaller. Um, it's a large. I think I should have probably went with the medium. I love the pockets and how it's laid out. That's what I think I love the most about it. I probably don't need something this heavy. Actually, when you put this in your backpack, it fills it up pretty good. I wish they made this exact vest but in a lighter material. I would definitely purchase that. But the way that they have everything laid out, Sitka does, with the pockets, the kangaroo pocket, the rangefinder pocket, I keep my rangefinder there. Um, it's just the way that it's set up. It's super warm. Um, I'm using this a ton. I'm putting this over my puffy, and I really can get down into the colder temperatures, down into the 20s with that system and a good base layer. So this definitely gets a thumbs up. I just wish they would make it in a lighter fabric. Same configuration, everything would be wonderful. So Sitka, if you're listening, please make it. Well, there you have it. My 2024 bow hunting gear top winners and losers. I hope maybe you picked up some items that you would want to purchase and maybe some items that you shouldn't purchase. Thanks again for watching, and Bow Troll out.